Okay, so you've been on the team about 2 years,
Yep.
right? And what was your journey getting into real estate? What did you do before? Everything.
So I really feel like I've always been in real estate because when I was little, my dad always told us to never rent, to always own. And we always did Sunday drives looking at properties, always. So that was a Sunday thing. And plus, my family owned commercial properties. So I've always kind of been interested in that. I was a teacher, and so I've always worked with people, and I like that. And then I got in the appraisal business, and so I was on that end of it, and then I had a life change, and that's when I decided to apply some of the things that I've learned through the years and do it myself.
Right? No, that makes sense. That makes sense. How long were you doing appraisals?
15 years.
That's a good amount of time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And in that time too, I purchased six rental properties too.
Nice.
So I still have those, and I take care of those.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Are you looking to expand more rental properties, less rental properties? Are you at a good level?
Now I'm good right where I'm at.
How's the rental experience been?
You know what? Actually, it's been good because it's been good. I've been picky, and most of the tenants I have been there for a long time. So it's been good. Cross my fingers.
That's really cool. That's really cool. What getting onto the real estate sales side, what was something you weren't expecting, was different than what you might have thought it would have been?
You know what, Mike? When I came into it, I think pretty. Oh gosh, with with a lot of information about what to expect, having talked to other agents prior to getting in, and I didn't expect a quick turn. I knew it was going to be difficult, and I knew it was going to take time.
Yeah.
So I think going in with that attitude that I wasn't going to just jump right in and start selling, that I knew that I was going to take some time. And I think having that perspective coming in helped me.
Yeah. And you're right about that. What, actually, I'm going to go somewhere a little bit different, if that's okay.
Of course.
Okay. Like of course, I'm going to go somewhere different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So about a year ago, you were coaching with Vesta. I don't know if you remember this, but
I don't know.
Remember one of the things that you had told her?
Do it. No.
One more direction. I
told her a lot of things. I don't know what that one thing a year ago was.
Yeah, I remember one thing that when you were coaching with Vesta, it was right towards maybe the beginning of summer, maybe it was June, but I was there. But with the effect of you were super busy, wanted to spend some time with your girls, and it was good, and the sales were happening, but they were happening at such a rapid pace.
Yeah.
You were almost, the good thing was the sales were happening.
Yeah.
And a lot of them. But the downside was you wanted to make sure you were spending time with your girls.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about that.
So I think now, I'm very big on my schedule, and I really try to time block and make sure that I am taking time and not overloading myself. And I think too now, maybe that last year The business, if I looked at it this year, I may be handling it differently just because of experience. But again, I try to make sure that I take time for myself. So, you know, someone else on the team told me it's okay to take a day off and block it off. So I do that. And I always block off my Sundays. And then if I do have clients that I'm working with and they need something, I will make an exception for certain people and use that time, but I don't take any appointments on those days on that day. So it is my day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll say during that time, and I think that's probably a good way to speak to it. Like you got ramped up fast.
Yeah.
Like to the point that you were selling on a monthly basis what the average agent in Michigan sells on a yearly basis.
Yeah.
And sometimes that can be a little bit of a struggle when it just kind of happens.
Yeah, definitely. So I think this year I feel more comfortable with what's happening. And I think I'm just as, if I'm more busy,
Yeah.
but I think I'm able to just handle it and I have my expectations of what I need to do.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
If you can go back a couple of years and tell yourself one thing that you know today, but you wish you knew then, or you didn't know then, what would it be?
I'm awesome. Just kidding.
Oh, that's good.
You know what? I wish I would have taken this step years ago because, I love some of the jobs I've done before, but I really love this job. And I wish I had started it years prior because I love meeting all the different clients and I love all the people that I work with. And I wouldn't have done it differently. I would have chosen a team because I wanted the support and I've gotten the support and I think it's pretty amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah. Good pivot. Two more questions. Um, how's your experience been with the team as far as like just leads, appointments, administrative, education, training, all of that?
I don't know, my boss, I don't want to talk about that, but no, I'm just joking. Just joking. No, I love the team. And so, like I said, when I came to the team, I picked a team because I wanted to have support and I wanted to be able to know that if I had questions, there was going to be someone there to help me. I wanted everything provided. For me to be successful, and then the rest was up to me. So I think all the tools are there. It's just if I'm going, the other part of it is how much you're going to put in is what you get out. So I think it's not easy. You put a lot of time in, but all the tools are there, and you can be successful, with everything that's provided. And my boss says have been great. Or my leaders.
I'll tell Sadie and Austin.
Yes.
Last thing, and this one's just kind of an off-the-cuff added question because I don't normally have the opportunity to speak to so many people. If there is anything we can do as a leadership team, as a team in general, just to make it different or better, what change could be made or what could we do? And that's a serious question.
Yeah, no, you know what? I think you guys have done it all, really. I mean, during especially this whole time of it being difficult. I mean, I don't even know if it's been that difficult, but being home and just setting it up so that we don't stop, that we keep moving forward because you have to keep moving forward. And so, I've continued to, I don't see that I had a change in my business. once all this stuff started, I just kept moving forward and kept having things happen. So I think that was really because of the structure you guys provided all of us and setting goals and making sure that we stayed on task. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so no, I don't think there's really anything that I can ask for that I haven't gotten.
Good. And
Yep.
if there is, let somebody know. Myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.